For all of the rabbis' emphasis on human activity, on human creativity, on human responsibility to be God's partner now in improving the world, the rabbis also have a marvelous sense of the relationship human beings have with God. And the God they speak about in terms of relationship is expressed by the Hebrew word Shekhinah, a word which means God's presence, God's dwelling. And in the metaphor of the Midrash, the poetry of the Midrash, we are told that the Shekhinah walks at the right hand of every human being. And the only question is, how often are we aware of the Shekhinah and the Shekhinah's presence? And what is the sense of the Shekhinah? It's a sense that what we do on earth in our relationship with other people has cosmic divine meaning. That it's not unimportant how we live our lives. That it's important how we improve this world. It's important how we treat other people. It's important to be a lovely human being. It's important to the God of this universe. And it's not a God who looks like us, who talks like us, who acts like us. It's a God of mystery. But it's a God who every now and then gives a sense of presence to every one of us. And I am convinced that every human being on earth, by the way, Jew and non-Jew, at one moment or another senses the presence of something greater. For Martin Buber, it happens in what he called the I-thou relationship. That in the I-thou relationship, one senses that there is something present even greater than the other human being one is standing opposite. For Heschel, it's a sense of awe. Awe at the mystery that stands behind the universe. For the great commentator Ibn Ezra, it was what the Israelites experienced at Sinai when they heard only one word, amazing. In this Midrash, only one word was given at Sinai. Anochi, the first word of the Ten Commandments, which means I or I am. The Jewish people have understood one thing. Every now and then, only every now and then, human beings experience the I am of the Shekhinah. And in that moment, one has an overwhelming sense of the confirmation, that goodness, that being a lovely person, even when it is not in one's self-interest, is of divine meaning. It's the sense of Jewish commandment. The Jewish sense of commandment is that every human being feels it is absolutely necessary to be a lovely human being. It is necessary. It is a requirement. It's a requirement of life on earth to be as lovely as one can possibly be. That's the sense of mitzvah in the Jewish tradition. But it comes from a moment that one senses every now and then, sometimes in the midst of a beautiful relationship, sometimes in the midst of the awe of the universe, of nature, sometimes when one hears an extraordinary piece of music or stands in awe of an extraordinary accomplishment, being an accomplishment of art or an athletic accomplishment or something one writes, or sometimes it's standing in awe of incredible acts of human courage when people do remarkable things for the sake of other people. One experiences a sense of the Shekhinah. And in the Jewish tradition, that's all there is. But that's all there is. This extraordinary sense that there really is a presence in this universe that's an extension of the divine. It's no more, but it's everything at the same moment.